Hi, I'm Victoria Ballou, and I'm so glad you joined me because your intuition brought you here in this moment to choose a stack of cards because your intuition, otherwise known as your subconscious, has a message for you, and you followed that intuition. So let's see which stack of cards you're going to choose. Will it be underneath Vesta, my warrior priestess, who represents courage and intuition? Or are you going to choose the stack of cards underneath this beautiful shell that has become a fossil millions of years ago, representing growth and permanence? Or will you choose the obelisk, this beautiful quartz obelisk representing power and endurance? Choose the stack that resonates with you, and let's see what message your subconscious has for you today. We'll begin with Vesta, my warrior priestess, and the lead character in my urban fantasy series, The Tarot Legacies. So, this very first card that we're going to look at is the overview. This is your energy from a very broad standpoint for right now. It's really kind of a balcony view, and so therefore it's of a general nature. Let's see what's going on with you at this moment. How nice. It's the priestess. Of course, the priestess represents intuition. It represents understanding below the surface of a conscious level. This means that right now you're in tune with your intuitive self. And it's appropriate that this card is underneath my warrior priestess Vesta because she too represents intuition. So you're getting a really strong dose of it today. This is saying that the perceptions that you have, the thoughts that you're having, don't question them, trust them. Just like coming here today, you're trusting your intuition. This needs to continue because this is where you are in your overview right now, and it's working for you in a major way. But as with everything, we all have challenges every single day, and we're going to take a look at our next card, which represents the challenge card. So while you have this amazing intuition happening, there is something that you need to pay attention to that can help further your growth. So let's take a look at what that is. So another major arcana card, the universe. You know, this is one of those amazing cards that says you're ready to level up, to complete one cycle and begin another one. But this being your challenge energy, it's saying that something is holding you back, that you are on the threshold, you're right at the precipice of being able to level up, and what I mean by finalize, to complete a cycle, it means that it's time for something to wrap up, some phase of your life which served you for a certain point, but has now run its course. This being your challenge energy, this is saying that you may be a little hesitant to turn loose of a lifestyle. That's intuitively what it feels like to me, is that this is a lifestyle you're not quite ready to turn loose of. It could be because you feel very comfortable in it. It's become very familiar, very routine, and maybe you're a little reticent, a little hesitant to turn loose of that. But on the other side of that, if you are willing, you can level up into a new area of life that is going to bring you much more than you probably ever could imagine, because the universe is one of those cards that says you're going into something stronger, more powerful, more in tune with who you authentically are, because that's what we all do as we grow, right? And this being your challenge energy, this is what you need to pay attention to now. So that's why we have the third card, your course of action called for. This card is going to guide you, direct you about how to address this challenge energy, how to move forward. So let's take a look at it. Okay, well, this makes sense. It's called the Art card. Now, in other decks like the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is known as Temperance. And what this is talking about, specifically the art card here in the Thoth deck, is talking about bringing two opposing elements together. This is talking about creating a spiritual alchemy alignment. That's what this wonderful gold cauldron here in the middle is representing, as these two little entities on either side are bringing in very different energies. And then you have the alchemist up here who has two faces, right, that represents duality and the combining of this duality into a third wonderful, magnificent source. And that is exactly what you need to do now. That's what this card is saying, how you meet this challenge energy. So let's recap this. You have the wonderful priestess energy of intuition and being guided by that subconscious nature that really speaks to you. And that's what you're doing right now. But you know you have the challenge energy of the universe, meaning that you're ready to level up, to complete a cycle and go into something even higher, into a higher realm of where you're living right now. And that the way to do that, to meet that challenge, is through bringing two opposing forces together. This would represent two aspects of yourself that need to come together to create this dynamic third aspect. And this is what has been holding you back from leveling up. So it could be, and again, intuitively I got that you were challenged with turning loose of a lifestyle, which has become comfortable to you, which you have become very familiar with, that you are slow to eliminate from your life. But you know, bringing that aspect, and then, you know, it also means that you're afraid that if you do eliminate that aspect, that it's, you know, not going to mesh with this new aspect of what you're needing to bring in, this energy. So you're confused and not coming together with these energies that are clashing right now within you. So as you turn loose of the one energy that you need to level up, think of it in terms of, rather than turning loose of it, of transforming it. Let's work with it from that standpoint, that you're using whatever it is that has become so familiar and so routine in your life and that has worked for you for a long time. Let's introduce this other energy that might feel challenging to you, that might be unfamiliar to you, but nevertheless is what you intuitively know that you need to bring into your life and combine with that routine, combine with that familiar aspect of yourself to create this dynamic spiritual alchemy, this third aspect that is going to really cause you to level up. That's exactly what's going on here with these three cards of the priestess, of the universe, and the art card. You know, if you chose this deck today, this just means you are in an amazing place, because energetically something very dynamic is happening to you, and it's just everything is right here poised for you to take this just brilliant next step. And I really hope that you do. Now, from a dream standpoint, being that you're a little hesitant to turn, or a lot hesitant, actually, that's the ping that I got there, of turning loose of something in order to embrace something else and allow these things to merge. I would expect that you're having a little bit of a difficult time. You could be falling, you know, because when we're falling, we're moving through realms of our consciousness. And that's exactly what's happening to you right now. Are you falling in your dreams? Are you feeling like there is an aspect of you falling? Because that always brings us back to our awareness, usually when we wake up, because before we hit the ground, we normally wake up. But in the meantime, from that position where we are falling, we are coming through all of these phases of consciousness, right? From our superconscious to our many levels of subconscious. So I would think that you are falling right now because you are at this precipice, this very high level of the priestess energy and the universe energy. But then you're needing to integrate this new energy alongside of this other energy that you currently have, which needs to transform. So once you do this, then the falling will probably stop unless there's something else that you're needing to address in that way. But I really hope you work with this energy, because you're on, the stage is set for you to really do something remarkable going forward if you can combine these energies. Now let's take a look at the second stack. Underneath this fossilized shell, which is millions of years old, the first card we're going to look at is your overview energy. And this represents where you are energetically from a very broad standpoint right now. And you can think of this as a balcony view, right? So it's just a general statement of where you are. Let's take a look. You have the Empress. What a wonderful card this is, because whether you're male or female, this represents nurturing, abundance, the feeling of abundance in your life, the abundance that you feel within you and therefore want to share externally with others. This is a beautiful card because with it comes riches and, not necessarily material wealth, but it just means that you are providing yourself and others with this love and appreciation and this overall feeling of abundance, mothering, nurturing, and again, male or female, this applies to. So how lovely for you right now. But we always have challenge energy every day, something that we need to pay attention to help improve our lives, because we always have our feet on the path of aiming to live at our highest potential. So let's look at this challenge card. It could be something very big, it can be something small, it could be something you recognize immediately, or something that is small that has been nagging at you for a long time. Let's check and see what this is. This is interesting. This is the Knight of Swords. Of course, swords represent air and intellect, thinking energy. Now, being your challenge card, what this is saying is that you're probably overthinking something, overanalyzing something. So you have this beautiful Empress energy here with nurturing, abundance, mothering, fertility, all of these things. But there's something that you're overthinking, that you're putting too much of your thoughts of power and determination to, right? Because you're really wanting to move forward. That's what the Knight of Energy, the Knight of Swords, yeah, that was a Freudian slip because he is the Knight of Energy. That's what the Knight of Swords is all about, because here you see him, he's on his horse, he has this wonderful little, his wings that look like helicopter propellers going here. He has two swords drawn, and he's flying through the air because he knows where he's going and nothing is going to stop him. So this being your challenge energy, again, this just means that you're overthinking something, that you're so determined that you're not looking at other options, that you won't consider anything else, which includes matters of your heart. And so this is really important to note here, right? So that's why we're going to look at our course of action called for card, because this is going to help guide you on the action to take now. Well, okay, this is perfect because it's the Chariot. The Chariot is victory. That, plain and simple, this energy reflects victory, but it has to be handled in a certain way in order for this assured victory to happen. And that process means you need to look at all of the options available to you. So this spread is now making sense, your overview, your challenge, and your course of action called for, because clearly you're overthinking something or not allowing yourself to look at other options. This card, your course of action called for card, the Chariot, is saying, hit the pause button. Look at some other options. Look at, in fact, at all the other options carefully, because you're missing something, right? And you need to address what all of these other options and their consequences are before you act, before you go even one step further. you need to just take that time because, as I said, Chariot says victory is yours, but you must do it cautiously and carefully and think through the situation by looking at all the possible choices here. That is what needs to happen, and that's where this Knight of Swords energy is going to really help you then move forward. Because right now he's just kind of, it's not a great direction that he's headed in. And in fact, he could be spinning in a circle because of not going in the direction that he needs to be going or she needs to be going. Because you need to look at all of these options, right? And so, dream-wise, I would guess, given that you have the Empress and the Knight of Swords and the Chariot with all of this very dynamic energy, that you could be flying, but just like the Knight of Swords, you could be flying in the wrong direction or in circles or having some real problems flying. This is indicated here. And if that's the case, flying, is the symbol of freedom and getting to where you want to be. But if you're challenged in that ability to fly, then it means that something needs to be addressed in your life. So please take a look at all of the ways that you can approach whatever it is that you're needing to make a choice on right now. And you do know what it is because, as I said, this Knight of Swords energy has you moving forward at a fast pace, but it's just not the exact direction. You need to course correct here. So please take a look at this and examine all of your options and then move forward with it because you're coming from a place of abundance. And all of this is going to manifest in something really fantastic for you if you do follow that advice. All right, so let's take a look at what is under the third stack if you chose this beautiful obelisk. Let's see what's going on here with your overview, which is your energy from a very broad standpoint. Let's see what's here. This is nice. It's the Star. How wonderful for you, because the Star means that right now, energetically, you're being recognized. You are the star to either one person or a group of people or within your realm of work or personal life. You're the star right now. But also, this energy speaks of having a really clear perspective, that you really are seeing things from a very clear point of view and a very optimistic point of view. So this is fantastic for you. What an awesome day that you're having in this regard. But we always have challenge energy that we need to address, and that's what the second card is all about. So integrated into this fantastic star energy, there's something else, and we're going to take a look at this. And this is what's challenging you, either on a grand scale or maybe a minor scale. Let's take a look and see what it is. Okay, so you have the Six of Wands. This energy, they call it victory here in the Thoth deck. And it's interesting because you have the Star card as your overview, but yet victory is your challenge. So let's look at this, how this could possibly be, because the Star card is saying that you're experiencing a wonderful day today energetically and being appreciated in all sorts of ways. But somehow it's not feeling like a victory to you. There's something that has crept in to your energetic realm and to your psychic field that is not allowing you to feel a complete victory on all of this, because there are 6 wands here, each representing some aspect of victory, and at least one of these is not on target for you. So what we're going to do is look at the course of action called for. This is the action that you need to take that will help guide you into fully being able to feel and express this victory energy. Let's see what it is. Well, it's the Nine of Cups. It's happiness. And I know this is going to sound very simplistic, but the whole key here is for you to embrace the happiness. There's something going on that even though you're in this beautiful place with this star energy, you're not feeling very happy about this. And you will know what this is. Again, this could be something big that you immediately go, yes, I know exactly what Victoria is talking about. Or it could be something small. If it's something small and nagging, here's what this more than likely relates to, and that is something from your childhood, something from one of those deeply ingrained beliefs that we have that has taken hold and is not benefiting us, that really needs to be addressed on a conscious level so that we can move through this. Maybe you feel guilty about having this star energy right now, and you cannot feel victorious because of this. Intuitively, that's what I'm getting for you. And simply embracing this happiness card is going to work in terms of allowing yourself the place to feel happy, the energy to feel happy. And sometimes we feel guilty about that, especially if someone we know isn't also happy, or if we're feeling guilty about something or shamed about something. This is energy that you need to turn loose of. I can tell you that right now, because this is not benefiting you. When you feel wonderful, when you are the star and you are allowing yourself to shine like the star and feel the victory here within you, then you share that with other people. That energy radiates to others and it benefits others. Ideas come to you about how you can help others at that point because you're vibrating at such a high frequency. So you see, it benefits you to feel that way. And I'm not speaking from as far as being a narcissistic person here. I'm just saying allow the happiness. It's okay for you to feel happy about this. Now, from a dreaming standpoint, I would think that somehow there's music playing in your dream. You're hearing music, and it's probably discordant, meaning it's sounding out of tune, or it's music that you're not appreciating, not enjoying, or maybe you're singing, and it's you're singing out of key, or you're not singing along with others who are in key. I would expect that to be somewhere in your dreams because, of course, singing and music represents harmony. That's when all of the chords are coming together. That's when everything is hitting on that vibrational frequency that is matching and that is integrating. And clearly that's not happening here for you. In order to bring the harmony into your life, you need to address what is feeling out of harmony. You need to allow the victory to come forth. So think about what all of this is, and your dreams will help you by decoding your dream symbols and putting those symbols together in a narrative. You will come to understand what this message is that you really do need to understand to help you move through this energy and accept the happiness, accept the victory that's in your life, because it's truly there for you. This is a wonderful spread, and you need to enjoy it. You need to allow yourself to enjoy it and to appreciate it. I really hope that you do. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, because I always enjoy hearing what you guys are thinking and the questions you have. So please do communicate with me there, because I am here to serve you first and foremost and always. And you can also subscribe to my magazine. It's called Astrologic Magazine at astrologicmagazine.com. Comes out monthly online, and it is full of more things about tarot and dream interpretation and astrology. We have so many other metaphysical subjects that are fascinating to me. I love learning about sound healing and past life regression. The articles from the other contributors are amazing. So I invite you to subscribe and check it out. Plus, you can always book private readings with me at victoriaballou.com. That is also in the description below. I want to wish you a fabulous week, and thanks so much for joining me.